Welcome to DsstTestPrep. In this video, I will guide you through the process of registering to schedule your DSST exam at a Prometric test center and reserve your appointment online. Please note that the following procedure is for civilian, non-military students. Instructions for Dantes eligible military members can be found in a separate video. In addition, I will cover the steps required for your college or university to receive your DSST exam results. Please stick around until the end of the video because I will share valuable tips that can save you time and money by eliminating the need to order your official transcripts. Any website links in this video will be referenced below. Let's start by registering for your DSST exam and finding a local Prometric test center. Let's visit the Prometric website. The first thing you want to do is make sure your web page says college student. We're going to register to take our exam at a physical Prometric test center, so you're going to scroll down to where it says test center exam and click schedule. Once on the registration screen, we're going to scroll down to where it says preparing for a test center appointment, and we're going to read what to bring to the testing center. You must present a current and valid government issued picture identification such as a driver's license or passport. The ID must not be expired, and the name on the identification card must exactly match the name used to register for the exam. The identification documentation must be in Latin characters and contain your photograph and signature. All other personal items must be locked in a locker for test security purposes, so please limit what you bring to the testing center. What time to arrive at the testing center? Plan to arrive 30 minutes before the scheduled appointment to allow time for check-in procedures. If you are late in arriving, you will not be allowed to take the test and your program will forfeit the exam fee. Then you're going to click the right arrow to continue to the next section. Please read the personal data privacy disclosure and consent form. Review the information and scroll down to the very bottom. And you're going to check mark these three boxes. Hit the right arrow to continue. Pre-approved testing accommodations. Tests can be scheduled with additional accommodations such as assistive equipment or a separate room, but must be approved. If you require additional accommodations for your test, please contact your test sponsor. If your test sponsor has not provided you with an eligibility number, please select no and continue. Are you pre-approved for testing accommodations for the test you wish to schedule? Since we are not, we're going to select no, choose your exam, and select the right arrow to continue. Find a test center. For better search results, enter the address, city, or zip postal code where you would like to take your exam. Appointment availability varies by the test center and is subject to change up until your appointment is scheduled. In this example, we're going to take our test in New York, New York. So where it says address, we'll enter New York, New York. For the start date, I'm going to hit the calendar icon and select January 3rd. For the end date, please note, you must select an end date that is within 2 weeks of the selected start date. So I'm going to select the calendar icon, and 2 weeks from the 3rd is the 17th. I'm going to select the 17th. Now, it will show me all the dates and times available from the start date, which is January 3rd, to the end date, which is January 17th. If I want to change the start date or the end date, all I need to do is select a new date from the icon. We're going to see all the available dates and times that are available in the location that I selected in New York, New York. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll see that I can sort by the closest test center or by the first available appointment. I'm going to show you a little trick. If I want to see all the test centers located in New York, all I need to do is Google Prometric Testing Center Locations, New York. Then I can zoom out and see all the testing centers in New York. When I slide to the left, I can select more locations, and it'll show me in New York we have on Broadway, Brooklyn, Queens, etc. Let's look at all the testing center locations in Florida. As you can see, we have some in Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, Longwood, Gainesville, etc. Let's view one last example, California. Here we can see we have testing centers in Los Angeles, Diamond Bar, Anaheim, Rancho Cucamonga, and several others. Prometric test centers are located all throughout the United States, so you shouldn't have an issue finding one that's located near you. Now let's return to scheduling our appointment. I'm going to schedule my appointment for January 5th, and as you can see, we have one option for 8:30 a.m. On this location, you'll see that there's point 1 and point 2. Point 1 has January 5th at 8:30. However, for point 2, when I hit January 5th, you'll see that I have several other options: 12:45 p.m., 1 p.m., and 3:30 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and select 1 p.m. Once I make my selection, I'm going to scroll down, hit the right arrow to continue. Now we're at our profile information. The name used to schedule your appointment must exactly match the name shown on your identification. Now I'm going to enter all my personal details. Once I'm done, I'm going to click the right arrow and hit continue. Now I'm on the appointment verification section. I'm going to confirm all of my personal details such as my name, address, and email. Once I verify that everything is entered correctly, I'm going to hit the right arrow and move on. I'm going to confirm my appointment details one last time. Then I'm going to select my payment method such as Visa, MasterCard, or American Express and enter my payment details. After I enter my payment details, I'm going to hit complete appointment. My appointment will have been successfully scheduled online and my date will be reserved. Once you complete your registration, you'll receive an email confirmation with your 16-digit student registration number. Be sure to keep your student registration number readily available. You will need your registration number on exam day and when you request your free score report results from Prometric. Did you notice that there was no area for us to enter our 4-digit institutional score recipient code during the registration process? Let me clarify. When we register as a military student, the platform provides a field to enter our institutional score recipient code. However, currently, no such field is provided for civilian test takers. I'm sure Prometric will update their platform soon. When they do, simply enter your code and complete the registration process. In the meantime, after you complete your DSST exam, you must contact Prometric within 2 to 3 days and provide them with your 16-digit student registration number and 4-digit institutional score report recipient code. Inform the representative that you did not have the opportunity to enter your institutional score report recipient code when you registered. Once you contact Prometric with your institution's 4-digit code, they will forward your score report to your institution for free. If you don't contact Prometric and request your score report to be sent to your institution, you may have to order an official transcript and pay an additional fee in the future. Every school is assigned a 4-digit institutional score recipient code that is designated to them. For example, when we view National University's website, their 4-digit institutional score recipient code is 7858. Let's look at another example with Middle Tennessee State University. Their code is 8829. It is important to enter the correct 4-digit code for your school to ensure that your score report is sent accordingly. Your score report will show your test score and indicate if you passed your exam. Please note that every time you take a DSST exam, you must have your score report sent to your college or university. Once your college or university receives your score report, they will apply your credits toward your degree. We have provided a list of the most current institutional score recipient codes on our blog, so please feel free to review it at your convenience. However, we highly recommend contacting your school's registrar's office or academic counselor to confirm you have the correct code. If you follow our instructions, you could avoid paying extra fees and the hassle of ordering your transcripts in the future. Now let's discuss 2 benefits of scheduling and taking your exam directly through Prometric versus taking your exam at a college or university. Benefit number 1, you won't pay an additional processing fee. Universities must charge an administration fee for their services. Proctor fees can vary between $30 to $80. For example, Azusa Pacific University charges a $30 proctor fee in addition to the DSST exam fee. However, if you schedule directly through Prometric, you'll only pay the DSST exam fee. We've had some students successfully pass 10 or more exams and save hundreds of dollars in proctor fees by going direct. Benefit number 2. After your exam, you'll receive an email from Prometric containing your exam results and details. You will be able to view how well you performed in specific categories. This information will help you if you don't pass your exam on your first attempt. It will guide you on where to focus on more so that you can pass on your second try. For example, here is a report from one of our students who passed astronomy. If she had not passed, she could have viewed the areas where she struggled and identified areas for improvement. If, for any reason, you don't pass on your first attempt, we encourage our students to keep studying and try again. The content should drastically change and you'll most likely be familiar with some of the questions. Remember, DSST exams don't affect your GPA, so don't give up. Reevaluate your study methods, focus on the areas where you need improvement, and try again. If you need further assistance or would like us to confirm your institutional score recipient code, please don't hesitate to contact us at support@DsstTestPrep.com. We hope this video guides you through a smooth registration process. Good luck and happy testing.